Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Saturday, December 25th at 3:26 p.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 542 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Alex Jones' wife arrested on domestic violence charge. Ghislaine Maxwell turns 60 behind bars as verdict looms. What a baker from ancient Pompeii can teach us about happiness. This whole thing is ridiculous. Black TikToker claims she was threatened with legal action after calling out white models' privilege. Parts of California get a white Christmas after snowfall. Former volleyball coach from Tama County charged with having sex with student, 17. Deputies wound man in California shootout after carjacking. A surfer died from an apparent shark attack at a California beach on Christmas Eve, officials say. Powerful Webb telescope blasts off into space. Elf makes fun of disabled adults through Buddy, whether purposefully or not. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Celtics vs. Bucks score, Giannis Antetokounmpo, defending champion sink Boston with Christmas Day comeback, CBSSports.com. Christmas highs reach July levels in Texas and Oklahoma, while much of the West could see at least a foot of snow, CNN. At least 16 people killed in shipwreck off Greece, adding to string of deadly incidents at sea, The Washington Post. As Omicron spreads, unvaccinated Americans remain defiant, The New York Times. Aaron Rodgers sets Packers record with 443rd career TD pass, NBC Sports. 3 members of K-pop superstars BTS test positive for COVID, NBC News. James Webb Space Telescope launches on journey to see the dawn of starlight, The New York Times. More than 10,000 Russian troops returning to bases after drills near Ukraine, Interfax, Reuters. Austin police shoot man reportedly waving rifle on highway, ABC News. New York Knicks Kemba Walker says benching a blessing in disguise after posting triple-double in return to lineup, ESPN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. At West Virginia Vaccine Clinic, pandemic fatigue sets in. Flight cancellations drag on over staffing issues tied to COVID-19. 3 members of K-pop sensation BTS diagnosed with COVID-19. Major college football coach asks Santa Twitter for a quarterback. El Salvador frees 3 women convicted of abortions. Space telescope launched on daring quest to behold first stars. Roy Wood Jr. gives his twisted take on what is and isn't a Christmas movie. John Mulaney adorably riffs on photo of baby son with Olivia Munn. Biden supporters turn Let's Go Brandon prank into Christmas cheer. After our son died, my husband gave me the most meaningful Christmas gift of my life. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Nonprofit gives mother best Christmas ever. Travelers find gratitude amid cancelled flights. Dover Animal Sanctuary makes plea for help. Sisters spread Christmas joy as Radio City rockets. How one animal sanctuary keeps its residents warm. Family knits something special for preemie parents. Man surprises healthcare workers W Christmas gifts. Man receives gift meant for Chiefs owner Clark Hunt. Church spreads Christmas cheer with initiative. Neighborhoods light up a little Christmas magic. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. last known slave ship, Clotilda, is remarkably well preserved, researchers say. Webb telescope launches on long-awaited journey. Hospitals face Omicron crush on Christmas. James Webb Space Telescope launches on journey to see the dawn of starlight. Anti-coup protesters in Sudan press their demand for return to civilian rule. A janitor's colleagues put him on the fast track to retirement. Winter storms threaten to disrupt travel in the Northwest. James F. Fries, who studied the good life and how to live it, dies at 83. As prices rise due to inflation, Biden turns to antitrust enforcers. Christmas can be hard amid loss, Queen Elizabeth says in annual message. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. 2 Kentucky congregations hold joint service in lot between destroyed churches. Best Christmas-themed TV episodes from Friends to The Office. Rodgers breaks Favre's Packers record for career TD passes. The stories behind the homes from your favorite holiday movies. Kentucky Marine veteran raises thousands and donates Christmas surprise to storm victims. Fallen Baltimore officer Holly's family shares emotional Christmas Eve message, forgiveness in God. MSNBC columnist calls for end of NORAD Santa tracker out of concern for Santa's safety from U.S. military. Trudeau says Western countries need to stand together against China. Walker's triple-double leads Knicks over Hawks, 101-87. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Saturday, December 25th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Jeff Bezos, 57, shows off his very buff body in the St. Bart's with girlfriend Lauren Sanchez. Football begs the government to keep fans inside stadiums amid surge in COVID cases. The Crown's Claire Foy reveals row with mansplaining workman who installed her television. The world's worst white elephants, including 6 million marble arch mound. Jeremy Hunt's wife presents show on China's state-run TV that whitewashes Communist Party's abuse. Police buy homeless boy 130 of Christmas presents after he turned up station with only a bin bag. Britain's top doctors hail new COVID wonder drugs that have the risk of death from the virus. The heartwarming smile from husband Derek that Kate Garraway feared she might never witness again. Senior Tories warn Boris Johnson to stop listening to dangerous Michael Gove on COVID policy. World's biggest pop legends brace themselves for their former publicist's explosive tell-all book. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Armed intruder apprehended on Windsor Castle grounds as Queen celebrates Christmas. Britain gets glimpse of Queen in Christmas message. Another COVID Christmas brings anxiety, but also optimism. Suicide bomber attacks bar in eastern Congo, killing 6. In their shared sea, Ukraine and Russia already risk direct conflict every day. At least 16 people killed in shipwreck off Greece, adding to string of deadly incidents at sea. Sudanese rally in new anti-coup protests amid tight security. Singer Tom Walker lauds Kate's piano skills after recording. More than 36 dead, 100 injured after fire tears 2 through crowded ferry in Bangladesh. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Aaron Rodgers breaks Favre's Packers record for career touchdown passes. COVID live news, Australia cases may top 10,000, France sees record daily high, Israel orders 100,000 antiviral pills. Mandate wearing of masks to keep stadiums open, urges Pep Guardiola. NBA Christmas 2021, Walker's triple-double power sneaks past Hawks. 1 year on, most voters say Brexit has gone badly. U.S. airlines cancel more flights as COVID threatens holiday celebrations. Christmas roast, temperatures soar in Texas and U.S. Southeast. Bump Season 2 review, the smart, satisfying show that keeps growing on you. California officials close beaches after man dies in shark attack. A lot of abuse for little pay, how U.S. farming profits from exploitation and brutality. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Police shoot man reportedly waving rifle on highway. COVID live updates, city sees fourfold increase in pediatric hospitalizations. Biden's Christmas message recognizes those who have lost loved ones during pandemic. Backcountry skier dies in Christmas Eve avalanche. Russia blocks website of group that tracks political arrests. Greece, death toll from capsized migrant boat rises to 16. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Surfer killed in apparent shark attack in California. In pictures, world celebrates Christmas. Sudan coup, tear gas fired at pro-democracy protests. Spain's La Palma volcano eruption declared over after 3 months. Pope Francis' Urbi et Orbi address, world ignoring huge tragedies. James Webb Space Telescope lifts off on historic mission. Pope's Christmas Day message. COVID, holiday plans disrupted as Omicron surge grounds flights. ICME, Christmas moments you may have missed from around the globe. No time for war, Russians see no chance of conflict. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Today in history for December 26th. Today in history for December 27th. AP top stories. California surfer killed in apparent shark attack. Biden greets U.S. troops serving on Christmas Day. The day in pictures. O Holy Night, from Waukesha to Oxford, from Kentucky to Surfside, communities hard hit by tragedy pray for healing at Christmas. Space telescope launched on quest to see first stars. A holly, jolly, balmy Christmas, major cities could see their highest temperatures in 50-100 years today. Looking back on 2021, here are some of USA Today's most read stories of the year. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. USC to begin next semester remotely and require booster shots amid COVID surge. With Omicron surging in California, here are some tips for a safe Christmas gathering. Photos, rain reprieve on Christmas Eve for last-minute gifts. Los Angeles Police Department tactics under scrutiny after officer fatally shoots girl in Burlington dressing room. Police arrest 3 in killing of man outside Bossa Nova restaurant in Hollywood. LA County health officials announce expanded coronavirus testing. Shark kills 31-year-old man near Morro Bay, all swimmers ordered to leave water. After a brief reprieve, more rain Christmas Day and beyond in Southern California. A horrible scene inside Burlington dressing room where Los Angeles Police Department fatally shot girl. Often imitated but rarely matched, writers reflect on Joan Didion's impact. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Saturday, December 25th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Trudeau says China playing Western states against each other. Bomb explodes at restaurant in eastern Congo, 7 dead. Hong Kong police seize record 1.2 tons of ketamine worth HK $840 million in biggest single bust, 4 arrested in raid on pier. 2 Save the Children staff members missing after Myanmar attack. Save the Children said 2 of its Myanmar staff were missing on Saturday, after the charred remains of more than 30 people were found, in an attack. A monitoring group and local media blamed on junta troops. COVID-19, scientists in Thailand using tobacco leaves to develop plant-based vaccine to fight Omicron. World News. Xinjiang Communist Party boss Chen Guangguo to leave post. Report, women, children among dozens killed in Myanmar. AP News. La Palma volcano eruption declared over after 3 months of destruction. Russia withdraws portion of troops from border with Ukraine. With 52,000 unidentified bodies, government admits forensic crisis. UK sets new record for COVID cases as Omicron sweeps London. India, Srinagar's 125-year-old church reopens after 30 years, ahead of Christmas 2021. El Salvador frees women jailed after miscarriages. The women had been jailed for terms ranging from 6 to 13 years under some of the region's harshest anti-abortion laws. The next headlines are from Forbes. Emily in Paris has ringered itself, Season 2 review. McKee Award snub makes no sense to Michael Mayer's position coach. Kemba Walker's Christmas Day triple-double shows he's still playing with a chip on his shoulder for Knicks. With Pro Bowl goal met, New England Patriots cornerback J.C. Jackson eyes more. Box office, why Sing 2 feet is soaring while Matrix 4 feet is bombing. More than 100 movies disappear from Netflix in 2022, here's every one. Box office, Spider-Man plunges 83% on Friday to join the $100 million Losers Club. New York Giants will reportedly start Jake Fromm at quarterback. Netflix sets Bridgerton Season 2 premiere date. COVID slams BTS, RM, Jin and Suga test positive. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Webb telescope blasts off successfully, launching a new era in astronomy. Mars mission is China's first step in planetary exploration. A chisel of light carves solid shapes out of a liquid. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,753,418,645 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. BAFTA embraces surprises after voting overhaul. J.D. Crowe, master of the bluegrass banjo, dies at 84. BTS members RM, Jin and Suga test positive for COVID-19. Box office, Spider-Man, No Way Home eyes huge $100 million in second weekend as Sing 2 feet and Matrix 4 feet battle for number 2. Bridgerton Season 2 coming to Netflix in March. Hawkeye director Rhys Thomas talks season finale, Kingpin and managing MCU continuity. New movies to watch this week, Matrix Resurrections, A Journal for Jordan, Don't Look Up. Griffin Dunn remembers Aunt Joan Didion. In examining grief, she gave hope and meaning to those who needed it most. Michael B. Jordan on getting directing lessons from Denzel Washington and sparring with Jonathan Majors in Creed 3. How Aardman delivered Shaun the Sheep, the flight before Christmas during a pandemic. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. La Palma's volcanic eruption is officially over, but its devastating toll lingers. How to raise kind kids, a booze ban, BTS at UN, are top on pandemic global stories. Some Russian troops reportedly withdraw from Ukraine border area. Thousands more flights cancelled on Christmas Day, putting a damper on holiday travel. Miami wants to become crypto's financial capital. New York's response, bring it on. NASA just launched the most powerful space telescope ever. Watch it here. New York eases quarantine rules for essential workers as Omicron hits key industries. Once again, COVID means scaled back Christmas celebrations around the world. An Idaho sheriff faces calls to resign after allegedly aiming a gun at church teens. Tesla disables video games on center touchscreens in moving cars. The following headlines are from the week. 5 cartoons about America's Omicron Christmas. A future of 60-year careers. 6 homes in desert towns. Macbeth I, is a Christmas movie. The absurdity and necessity of hope in another COVID Christmas. Los Angeles Police Department officer kills 14-year-old girl while opening fire on suspecting clothing store. This extraordinary telescope might change everything we know about the universe. Vaccine mandate protesters slam Trump as a fraud after being turned away from Trump grill. How the North American Aerospace Defense Command got the job of tracking Santa. Airlines cancel thousands of holiday weekend flights, blaming Omicron. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Primordial black holes could explain dark matter and the growth of supermassive black holes at the same time. These are the news headlines for today, Saturday, December 25th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin, Chinese and Spanish. The next news is from Politico. Hundreds of House districts are being redrawn. Here's who's winning and losing. Biden's chat with service members by video. Flight cancellations continue. British police arrest armed intruder on Windsor Castle grounds. Thousands line up for jingle jabs on Christmas in England. Surging COVID cases make for another subdued Christmas Day. Gorbachev's resignation 30 years ago marked the end of USSR. 21 masks that capture the politics of 2021. Puerto Rico's shattered power grid could become a big experiment for Biden. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Cop suspended without pay after losing vaccine mandate battle. Tech One, now what? Ashes 2021 live third test updates. Australia keen for more Ashes dominance in Boxing Day test. 800,000 boosters rushed out to GPs. Queensland couples welcome Christmas Day babies. NSW records 6,394 new COVID-19 cases, 458 patients in hospital amid booster boost. Finding the noble through the art of hospitality. Melbourne COVID-19 testing centres close under strain. Victoria records 1,608 new cases. Early bird shoppers line up for Boxing Day sales. Boy, 3, drowns at NSW holiday spot on Christmas Day. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Mutual Funds Weekly. These money and investing tips can help you make smart financial choices for 2022. I'm going to miss Christmas with my family. Thousands of flights cancelled globally due to Omicron spread. Outside the box, in the stock market, the new year may start with a bang. Where should I retire? I'm 50 and considering an early retirement. I want a vibrant place with moderate left demographics where I can stretch out my savings. NerdWallet, here's an easy year-end to-do list to help maximize your money. Newswatch, Santa Claus gives you attractive odds of a stock market rally. Market snapshot, the stock market hasn't been this stomach churning in December since 2018. Here's the setup for the year's final week. Where should I retire? I love cool weather and hiking but cannot afford to stay in Oakland. Where should I retire in the western U.S.? Market snapshot, why inflation and the U.S. policy response will be key for markets in 2022. What's worth streaming? Here's what's coming to Amazon's Prime Video in January 2022. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Why Jesse Langdon deserves the Theodore Roosevelt Rough Rider Award, the Dickinson Press. The innovative power of a 75-year-old techie with assertive rebelliousness, innovation origins. Historic Lazado Group on a mission for Israeli innovation, the Jerusalem Post. Verifiable STD, sexually transmitted disease, and health status validation scanning application in patent application approval process, USPTO 20,210,383,907, patent application, Insurance Newsnet. 3 new game-changing products from Shenzhen Neurofa Technology, Digital Journal. Beauty Patents 2021 from L'Oreal, Unilever, Estée Lauder and more. Showtech, Actives and Naturals Focus, CosmeticsDesignEurope.com. The next headlines are from Quartz. How to combat climate despair. The words that defined business in 2021. U.S. workers with the highest wage gains in 2021. Long COVID is pitting patients against doctors. India has spent a decade wasting the potential of its young population. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Investigation shows Egyptian government hacked a dissident's phone twice, using 2 different companies' malware. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Arizona Cardinals. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Josh Johnson. Restaurants open Christmas Day. It's a Wonderful Life. Ball State football. Packers. Kristen Chenoweth. Nintendo. When is the Queen's Christmas Speech 2021? The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Balance lost, rope walker falls in botched circus show, video. Indian PM Modi announces COVID-19 vaccination for teens. Finland and Sweden in NATO with trigger response, Russia. Claims Russia choking European gas supply allies, Gazprom. Otherworldly, figure skating prodigy Valieva dazzles to win Russian championships, video. The biggest sporting shocks and scandals of 2021. Putin hits out at plans to block Nord Stream 2. Project Veritas wins lawsuit against New York Times. Taliban bans playing music in cars. Russia withdraws troops from regions near Ukraine. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. U.S. warship stuck in port after COVID-19 outbreak among 100% immunized crew. German, Russian envoys to meet to ease political tensions over Ukraine. This is what happened when college students were asked if Frosty the Snowman is inclusive enough. Where do your Christmas decorations come from? Inflation is a policy that cannot last. Alexa, you're fired. A quarter of users abandoned spying devices within 2 weeks. Your 2021 Holiday Dinner Political Survival Guide. NFL's chief medical officer warns there's almost no indication of asymptomatic spread. I'm not F-king around, pickaxe-wielding woman robs LA Rite Aid. Buchanan, has America lost its faith? The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Suicide bomber causes deadly blast at DRC restaurant, official. The Gambia panel recommends ex-president Yahya Jammeh face trial. Charity says 2 Myanmar staff missing in deadly burning attack. Clashes in northeast Somalia force thousands to flee, report. India to give COVID booster shots to health workers, elders, Modi. Queen Elizabeth says familiar laugh missing in Christmas speech. Spain declares 3-month La Palma volcano eruption officially over. No need, Taliban dissolves Afghanistan Election Commission. Pope Francis calls for dialogue to heal a divided world. James Webb Space Telescope, world's largest, lifts off into orbit. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Pope Francis again snubs China's Uyghurs in Christmas message. Brooks, Biden COVID testing response too little, too late. Exclusive Jacobuyans, pornography is the feeder, gateway drug to child sex trafficking. Poll, more Democrats want someone other than Biden in 2024. A sanctuary story, how the man behind A Christmas Story became collateral damage for open borders agenda. White House cuts short media access to military Christmas call with Joe Biden after Let's Go, Brandon Mess. Watch, Kamala Harris says her biggest concern is being out of touch with Americans. China, U.S. law banning new slave products blasphemy against democracy. Let's Go, Brandon, establishment media claim right-wing slur hurled at Biden during Christmas Eve. Video, man provides adaptive bikes for children with special needs, that's what we live for. The next headlines are from UPI News. Watch, brothers reclaim record for climbing stairs with one balanced on other's head. Watch, Pittsburgh area bakery cooks up 7-foot Frosty the Doman. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. James Webb largest space telescope has launched Christmas Day. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Monarch population soars 4,900% since last year and thrilling 2021 Western migration. Santa switching to an F-sleigh would save him over $8,000. Retired couple recreates their friend's Christmas card photo every year by posing in place of their young children. Cats are less stressed in families with children who have autism, study finds. See beautiful display of Christmas wreaths on these colorful Georgian homes. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Saturday, December 25th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Woman says gifts in her luggage were replaced by dog food. Unexpected bonding moment with porch pirate, just one example of holiday season connections in Saskatoon. CBC News. Meet the Vancouver actor who's been in 27 Hallmark movies, usually as Kenny. Farting barrister loses harassment claim against colleague who asked him to stop. Ontario nurse admits to sex with 80-year-old dementia patient, loses nursing certificate. New dog phone lets pets video call their owners when they are home alone. You go, girls. California education official resigns for violating state policy by living in Texas, report. Watch, surfers board bitten by swimming boar in Hawaii. Australian man asked his neighbor to take the bins out, so he did, literally. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Whoever invented USB-C deserves a Nobel Prize. NURL's best quantum computing and physics stories from 2021. Take 15 seconds of your time to watch a drone fly by an erupting volcano. Research indicates the whole universe could be a giant neural network. Why aliens should be terrified of NASA's new space telescope. 5 spectacular photos of the universe taken by telescopes. The James Webb Telescope could uncover some of the universe's biggest mysteries. 4 Windows keyboard shortcuts I cannot live without. Miss Tamagotchis, bring this cute little robot friend into your life. Love sharing videos of small doggies and Angie kiddos, you're part of the cute economy. The following headlines are from Science Daily. NASA's Webb telescope launches to see first galaxies, distant worlds. The next headlines are from Information Week. Enterprise Tech 2022, what's ahead for IT? No-code, low-code machine learning platforms still require people. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Saturday, December 25th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. New era begins. Construction starts on 47-acre fusion reactor funded by Google and Bill Gates. How Peter Jackson's Beatles documentary used custom AI to remove background noise. A Christmas gift for humanity. Cheers erupt after Webb telescope completes flawless launch. Quite okay image format, KOI, coming to a graphics program near you. Denmark sees initial signs that dire Omicron surge can be avoided. Will it take more than open source funding to prevent the next Log4j? How Tim Burton, Disney, and a giant warehouse produced The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Free Software Foundation recommends last-minute gift ideas. Personal and salary data for 637,138 Albanian citizens leaks online. Scientists finally solve the mystery of why comets glow green. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Flight cancellations drag on as airlines short-staffed. Snooks and Dierbergs are closed for the weekend, letting workers spend the holiday with family. Charges pending after 3-year-old boy found dead with bruises in St. Louis. Woman struck, killed by car in North St. Louis. Skeletal human remains found in Missouri woods, police say. Photos, Santa visits babies in the NICU at St. Mary's Hospital. Jefferson County man killed in head-on collision. Boil order issued for Arnold after water main break. St. Louis gets $790 million settlement payment from Rams, NFL. Still need a few gifts. Here's last-minute shopping advice to help you save face. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Wet, cold Christmas in San Diego County. Man shot in the leg in possible South Crest area robbery, police. Community group sends help across border as thousands of fellow Haitians arrive in Tijuana. Street stabbing in El Cajon sends victim to hospital. Satu, orangutan at the San Diego Zoo, dies at 26. Passengers left aboard cruise ship when Mexico blocks disembarkation over crew COVID cases. Where's Santa Claus? Check his live location with Nord. Big rig crashes in rainy weather, spills diesel fuel onto South Bay roadway. Surfer dies after apparent Christmas Eve shark attack off Morro Bay. Some San Diego flights impacted by Omicron, weather cancellations. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Ukraine's new ominous high-tech drone passes factory test. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Saturday, December 25th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. No one injured, an officer involved shooting on violent Friday. Thousands enjoy free Christmas meal at Glide Memorial Church in San Francisco. Oakland man shot to death on Christmas Eve near Lake Merritt. Man strangles kangaroo to death after wife is attacked near Tennessee home. What's your risk of getting COVID during holiday gatherings? Palo Alto police investigating homicide. Air Force ceremony moved so terminally ill dad can watch son's promotion. Cold War missile silo transformed into Airbnb. Send Crone for your Christmas 2021 photos. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Ravens without top 2 QBs after Huntley lands on COVID list. Bucks rally late and Antetokounmpo's return for 117-113 win. Depleted Ravens face Bengals with playoff hopes on the line. Wanda Young, member of Motown's The Marvelettes, dies at 78. Oakbrook Center resumes business as usual the day after shooting. Blessed volunteers give back on Christmas Eve at Feed My Starving Children in Schaumburg. How suburban colleges are trying to meet surging demand for truck drivers. Donovan enters protocols, Bulls face some roster decisions. Foles to start at QB for Bears at Seattle. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Report, in November these new, used vehicles sold the fastest in Seattle. Despite reports, Washington's long-term care tax could start January 1st. Snowflake Lane finale, holiday shows, more Seattle events happening this weekend. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo, Republic of Congo. Drought is ongoing in Belize, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua. Drought is ongoing in Bangladesh, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Spain, Morocco, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Saturday, December 25th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in the news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. 5-year-old shot after gun discharged from another apartment unit in Northwest Harris County, deputies say. 2 men found dead inside auto shop in North Harris County. Houston Super Feast in need of 500 volunteers for Christmas Eve. Suspect in Houston rapper Chucky Trill sling arrested at Atlanta airport. Santa's house valued at more than $1 million, boasts stone fireplace and cookie oven, solo. Don't take anything for granted, couple loses home to fire in Northwest Houston on Christmas Eve. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope launched on daring quest to behold first stars. Restaurants open on Christmas Day 2021. Wife and husband dead in apparent murder-suicide in Northeast Harris Company on Christmas morning. Family remains hopeful in search for missing 3-year-old from San Antonio. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Flight cancellations snarl holiday plans for thousands. Maldonado lifts Wyoming past South Florida 77-57. Rodgers breaks Favre's Packers record for career TD passes. Browns have Mayfield, Garrett available for Packers game. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni clears COVID-19 protocol. Walker's triple-double leads Knicks over Hawks, 101-87. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Tree you later, here are details for Mulchfest 2022. One of MTA's newest bus drivers wants to bring good vibes to commuters. Coalition wants to make NY unemployment benefits available to undocumented workers. Hutchell announces shortened isolation time for healthcare and critical workers who test positive for COVID-19. Valley Forge has nothing on New Jersey. For one Chelsea building, it's always the night before Christmas. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Lebanon crises increase suffering of migrant domestic workers. grasped this opportunity, Guterres says, following announcements by Ethiopia and Tigray forces. Severe water stress, absolute scarcity for 2 to 4 billion humans by 2025. The impact of air pollution on child health. Champions of the Earth, the Sea Women of Melanesia. Uruguay launches sovereign bond linked to climate targets. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. New York legislation provides for indefinite detention of unvaccinated at governor's whim. Israeli ex-intelligence chief claims Israel had role in top Iranian general's killing. CNN correspondent comments on Biden appearing confused after yet another slip-up. Erdogan is secretly pillaging billions in Turkish assets to prop up the lira and his rule. New satellite images purport to show Russian force build-up near Ukraine. A mentally disturbed FBI informant claims he foiled a Ku Klux Klan murder plot. Here's what he really did. U.S. Japan draft plans to set up attack base in event China invades Taiwan. Video, MSNBC doctor calls for denying medical care to the unvaccinated. Bill Gates' obsession with abortion, contraception and population control started with his father. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. 2021 rumors that led Snopes down deep rabbit holes of research. Bruce Lee's death and theories about his missing sweat glands. 13 odd online ads Snopes fact-checked in 2021. Pope celebrates Christmas Eve Mass as virus surges in Italy. Third Florida-based ship has outbreak, state cases hit record. Biden, First Lady visit hospitalized kids on Christmas Eve. Omicron is latest blow to pandemic weary frontline workers. Yes, there is a Santa Claus, and no, COVID-19 won't stop him. U.S. to lift Omicron-linked travel ban on Southern Africa. Lufthansa, United, Delta cancel flights over Christmas. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Trump's lack cooperates with January 6th committee, then hits the brakes. Christmas can be hard, Queen pays tribute to beloved Philip in emotional speech. Disgruntled tenant accused of brutal daylight slaying of Florida realtor. Here's how to find the perfect air fryer for you and your budget. OMG, I want to rent that house, Sundance, Utah. Why does America keep jailing people because they're poor? Aaron Sorkin's ridiculous being the Ricardos casting defense. 10 images that explain what to expect from climate change. How a French atheist and an American abolitionist ended up creating a Christmas classic. The real political heroes of another dumpster fire year. The next headlines are from the New York Post. How Rangers' Willian Gauthier can fulfill his tantalizing potential. Time for Joe Judge's Giants to live up to punch you in the nose promise. Kemba Walker's special Christmas moment could be Knicks' turning point. Incoming. Chief vows new safety measures after box truck kills 2. 36-year-old man strangled to death in Staten Island apartment dispute. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. NASA launches $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope. It's a great day for planet Earth. Astronomers discover record-breaking group of rogue planets. NASA set to launch $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope on Christmas morning. Comet Leonard lights up the night sky this Christmas. Giant fossil found in Nevada is first of its kind. The following headlines are from military.com. U.S. Navy warship sidelined with COVID-19 outbreak. Ukraine leader discusses Russia tensions with U.S. lawmakers. Putin to the West, it is not us who threaten anyone. Iran says it fired 16 ballistic missiles during annual drill. Iraqi FM calls for direct Iran-US talks on nuclear deal. Japan cabinet OK's record defense budget amid Taiwan concerns. Possible relics of lost World War II U.S. bomber, crew found in Italy. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Spanish eruptions end brings emotional relief, rebuilding. Mustard, fries in short supply due to Canada climate woes. NASA telescope set for launch on million-mile voyage. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Saturday, December 25th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Alzheimer's drug approval sparks a firestorm. Communicating through lucid dreams. Chasing life on Mars. 16 best custom coffee mugs for 2022. Finishing the human genome. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Harvey Evans, actor in Broadway's Golden Years, dies at 80. Playoffs could be officially out of reach for Seahawks by kickoff, but there's still something to play for. Granger gifts Georgia State a 51-20 Camellia Bowl win. Seahawks will get visit from former first-rounders Bruce Irvin and Jermaine Ifedi when Bears visit Lumen Field. He-Man artist and toy designer T. Mark Taylor dies at 80. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Chicago sports in 2021, a look back at the biggest stories of the year. Photos, UC Berkeley students walk at winter graduation ceremony. Aaron Rodgers breaks Brett Favre's Green Bay Packers record with his 443rd career TD pass. Ravens vs. Bengals scouting report for Week 16, who has the edge? Ravens QB Tyler Huntley placed on reserve COVID-19 list, will miss game vs. Bengals, Josh Johnson set to start. Oakland, officer shoots at armed man in East Oakland. 5 things to watch for as the Chicago Bears travel to play the Seattle Seahawks, including Robert Quinn's hunt for a franchise record, Nick Foles' first start in more than a year, plus our Week 16 predictions. Column, the Chicago Bears made a full effort to acquire Russell Wilson in the offseason. Would they, and Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy be better off if the deal was made? Klay Thompson takes another big step, travels with Warriors to Phoenix. Do or die, Ravens will face a steep climb to playoffs if they cannot upset Bengals in AFC North rematch. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Biden's 2021 began with crush the virus promise, ended with 400K more deaths, Christmas crisis. Biden family offers Christmas message of hope to country. UK police arrest armed intruder on Windsor Castle grounds. Queen Elizabeth recalls familiar laugh missing in Christmas speech. On Christmas, Pope prays for pandemic's end, peace dialogues. The next headlines are from The Intercept. The 10 worst Americans of 2021. When I saw him I knew it was real. Devania Inman is free after 23 years behind bars. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Saturday, December 25th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. This you gotta see, Bears Seahawks, Zach Lavine's return and the college football playoff. QB Ryan Willis flex to Bears active roster. Bulls front office has interesting decisions to make on trade front. Blackhawks mailbag, part 2, who could be traded, who should be called up. Man wounded in shootout with officers on near West Side, police. Man charged in connection with Jefferson Park shooting that wounded 2, including 11-year-old boy. Chicago outdoors, sand hills hanging out, ice and hinder, Lake Chicago snow, controlled pheasant hunting. Person shot on I-57 near Washington Heights. For a time, Christmas was in Chicago in the summer. Ezra Hendrickson part of small group that should be larger. The next headlines are from the Times of India. DCGI approves Covaxin for children above 12 years. Don't panic, stay cautious, key quotes from PM Modi's address. Sometimes you need to have difficult conversations with players. Jennifer Winget celebrates Christmas with rumored BF. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Saturday, December 25, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Review, Sing 2. Itsy Boys rolls out this month, COVID caused temporary closures. Things to do, read Lightning Striking by Lenny K. Chargers come to town to face COVID-ravaged Texans. Best Music Videos of 2021 Part 5. Read the top horror novels of 2021. Best Weekend Food Bets, A Die Hard Christmas Eve. The next headlines are about world records making news. Valieva becomes Russian figure skating champion in women's singles beating world records, TESS. If I don't end up in intensive care, it's a bonus, the beauty and pain of being the world's best endurance swimmer, The Guardian. 83. Did Kapildev use a mongoose bat to create his world record in 1983 World Cup, The Bridge? Canfield man hugs, high fives into record books, Youngstown Vindicator. Lavalier man gets Guinness record for artificial double heart valve replacement, Cumberland Times News. UAE, expat yoga expert sets 10th world record, Khaleej Times. Brothers reclaim record for climbing stairs with one balanced on other's head, UPI News. Guinness World Record fastest talking woman inspires others, Bay News 9. Showstopper yellowtail catch just shy of 34-year-old world record, for the win. Men's Relay of the Year, United States blasts world record to keep 400 medley relay streak alive, Swimming World magazine. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Ron Perlman is evil, will convince Pinocchio that fascism is cool. Berserk gets New York Times ad ahead of Volume 41's U.S. release in 2022. Marvel and Sony think Spider-Man, No Way Home is Best Picture material. The X-Men's Quiet Council will finally get their own comic book. Heroes from real life and fiction who had a great 2021. Yes, The Matrix Resurrections has an end credits scene. New views from space show Comet Leonard zooming toward the sun. How Boba Fett came back, the first time round. Finnish man passes on paying $22,600 to replace his Tesla's battery, blows up car instead. The Expanse delivers its best space battle yet, along with some blasts from the past. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Geraldton Airport in Australia at 117.14 degrees Fahrenheit or 47.3 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Yurty in Russia at minus 67.36 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 55.2 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. X-ray analysis confirms forged date on Lincoln pardon of Civil War soldier. Webb telescope away with two major hurdles cleared after flawless launch. Santa and the elves aren't so cuddly in these Nordic Christmas horror gems. Tune in as NASA and the ESA try launch the next great space telescope. Intel apologizes for banning use of components from Xinjiang. Tesla will shut off center console gaming while car is in motion, updated. The Wheel of Time's first season wraps up in an explosive, twisty finale. The 20 most read stories of 2021 on Ars Technica. Review, Matrix Resurrections has just enough of the old magic to delight fans. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Alex Jones declares Trump is either ignorant or evil in emergency Christmas message. Christmas week January 6th Revelations reveal Select Committee is following the money. Republicans were predicted to dominate redistricting, but all that has changed in the past few days. Ron DeSantis flattened by top Florida paper for fear-mongering in Christmas Day editorial. Lauren Boebert buried on MSNBC for the GOP's worst moment of 2021. NHL postpones 14 games, will not resume before Tuesday. Backed into a corner, Trump is having a meltdown over the direction of the Capitol riot committee, journalist. Like COVID-19, the Black Death had its own truther movement too. Judge allows Capitol rioter to remain free so he can appear at his wedding, report. Trump's Scottish golf resorts raked in millions in UK subsidies as COVID limited business. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Political division is real, but it's not our only reality. Hero, Tom T. Hwal and the countless, small, human moments he chronicled. Heroes, sad girls and their sad music. Monsters, those nobody wants to work signs. Monster, the Myanmar army that murdered civilians and threatened my friends. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. NASA launches world's largest space telescope on quest to find extraterrestrial life, CNBC TV 18. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Biblin Debisound 828-696-4073, blinded by sound. CS Biblin Debisound 952, blinded by sound. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Blindebisound 778-629, blinded by sound. Blindebisound 954-977, blinded by sound. Trees have the potential to live indefinitely, Scientific American. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Saturday, December 25th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Single video accomplished what 70 years of modern UFO documentation had not. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Saturday, December 25th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News.8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News.8. All rights reserved.